In this video, you will learn to describe the practice of digital forensics and what technical skills and legal knowledge is required to be effective.
We move now on to the digital forensics area. So digital forensics is a branch of forensic science. It basically includes everything related to identification, recovery, investigation, validation, and presentation of facts regarding digital evidence. This digital evidence is usually found on computers or similar digital storage media devices. For example, hard drives, cell phones, servers. If we talk about forensic science, we need to talk about the Locker's exchange principle. Dr. Edmund Locker, it's a pioneer in the forensic science scene, and he became known as the Sherlock Holmes of France. He came up with this principle that it's true for the physical world as well as the technical world or the computer world. The perpetrator of a crime will bring something into the crime scene and leave with something from it, and that both can be used as forensics evidence. Basically, this means that when anybody commits a crime, it will take something from the crime, but it will also leave something in the crime scene. And those two facts can be used for forensics evidence. In digital forensics, we need to talk about chain of custody just as we will in the forensic science. Basically refers to the chronological documentation or paper trail that records the sequence of custody, control, transfer, analysis, and disposition of physical or electronic evidence. So the chain of custody, basically, it's a written document that it will allow us to reconstruct what have been done with the evidence. Who has had it in the past? Who has copied the information? How it was copied? Who has analyzed the information? All sorts of things. The chain of custody will be able to tell us that or recreate that for us. This chain of custody process has been required, or it is required for any type of evidence to be presented legally in court. In digital forensics, we have several tools. There, we can divide them into two: hardware tools and software tools. In hardware tools, we have a few examples of the Faraday cage. It's basically a device that can block any electronic or it basically blocks magnetic fields. It is used to isolate cell phones, for example, from the cellular data, Wi-Fi access, so it will isolate the cell phone from any impulse or any electronic communication. We also have a specific forensics tools or forensics briefcase that have a bunch of tools inside of them. We can discuss that maybe it's forensics laptops, power supplies, tool sets, digital cameras, case folders, blank forms. These blank forms are what will then constitute the chain of custody of any evidence collected during the investigation. Also, we will need some empty hard drives if we need to copy any information, and also the write blockers, because we want to make sure that we are able to copy anything from the hard drives, but we're not writing anything into the hard drives. We have several software tools out there, and this is just a very small list of anything that is available out there. We have open source applications like Volatility, and we also have paid software like FTK and EnCase. In the case of DD, this is basically a bit-by-bit copier found in most of the Linux operating systems out there. Autopsy, bulk extractor, and many more are some of the tools that can be used in any forensics investigation.